Woohoo! Hey, welcome everybody to Hex Token channel. Man, oh man, we're going to have a lot of fun today's session. Now, this is pretty big news, and of course, welcome. I'm your host, Superman, and of course, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, all that good stuff. Welcome to the Shiba community. There's millions of you, so welcome, and of course, share this video around. Probably the big takeout from here is that Shiba is coming to PulseCon. It's going to be amazing, and so definitely check it out. So Shiba is going to be airdropped onto PulseChain. It's going to be the first system state copy of Ethereum, and it's a pretty big deal. So whatever you're holding on Ethereum is going to get copied over onto PulseChain, as long as you're holding it in your wallet at the fork height there when PulseChain launches. That's coming up soon, possibly as early as 4 weeks away. So stay tuned, share this video around, folks, if you're in the Shiba community, and of course, welcome to everybody watching at the moment. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get into it, folks. We've got a really cool presentation around Shiba coming to PulseChain, and of course, we're also going to look at Chong, the chairman, Asian chairman, who's going to be speaking at PulseCon 2022 in September. So stay tuned for that. Very cool. Once again, let's get into the chat, say hello, and then we're going to get onto it, folks. It's going to be very cool to find out more. We got a big welcome from the channel, and Taffrin's in the house with the money bags and rockets. What else we got going? We got It's Now, woo-hoo-hoo, nice one. Love our channel anthem, is the best, that's for sure. Craig's in the house. Hey, woo-hoo-hoo. Hey, nice one, Craig. Now, Craig's a content creator also in Hex, PulseChain, and PulseX. So big shout out to Craig and all he's doing at the moment. Very cool. And what else we got going on there? We got David Morales in the house, FOMO, and got an extra ticket for PulseCon before price hike. That was a pretty smart move there, David. Yeah, really good move. This is new, not used to seeing me blue. Well, David, you are now apparently it's now has approved you for moderator. You have now become a moderator, so you won't be able to be too incognito there. Morris Williams is in the house. Woo-hoo-hoo. Love the emojis. Yeah, last night was pretty great with Richard Hart. Always great to see Richard Hart on the live stream. And we've got Taffrin with the ducks in the house here. We've got our music playing, so it's down pretty low. Let me know if it sounds good to you. And we've got Brownie in the house. Now, a big hats off to Brownie. Brownie was the one that worked it out, Hex Token channel member. And, of course, you worked out the fact that there's a special emoji in. You were up first with that. I was going to see how long it was going to take for someone to realize we've got a custom emoji. And, of course, you know what it is. It's the SHIB emoji. So looking really good. A big hats off to Brownie. Woohoo! You got that in the house there. And yeah, that bright red, I love it. And of course, it's now is in the house. So that's a special emoji for this live stream. And of course, the Superman has disappeared, but in sacrifice for the SHIB. The SHIB is in the house there. And it's now says new emoji. You got it, new emoji. So feel free to use that in abundance during this live stream, because that's it's going to be here for this stream for sure. Godfather 6 is in the house. So Godfather 6 in the house, new emoji. That's right. What's up, everybody? Good to see you, Godfather J6. And Brownie says Hex has now moved from position 201 on Coin Market Cap ranking site to 202. That's hilarious. And what else we got there? It's now Truth. That's a good catch. Yeah. Welcome to the Wrench Team 6, David Morales, absolutely. And there we are, SHIB. What else we got there? We've got someone posting that. It's now it's got the SHIBs in the house. A big welcome to the SHIB community. PulseChain is going to be the first system state copy of Ethereum. This has never been seen in crypto. And your SHIB is going to be copied over onto PulseChain. So it's the biggest airdrop. Now the prices are starting from zero, and the market will decide. There will be massive price discovery. It's going to be amazing to see the value. Obviously, SHIB has done very well, and we'll look forward to seeing it perform on PulseChain. But all he'll have to do when PulseChain launches is to switch over from the Ethereum blockchain over to PulseChain, and you'll be able to see your SHIB tokens on PulseChain. It's going to be a wonderful thing. It's not just you, though. It's going to be all the projects are getting copied over, the first system state copy, but the SHIB is leading the way onto PulseChain. And, of course, massive community. The SHIB army is famous, and I'm sure you're going to flourish on PulseChain. Now, the big thing with PulseChain, we're going to get into that later on, but it's going to be super fast and super cheap. It's going to be everything Ethereum should be, and it is the first system state copy. So congratulations to you. It's going to be a lot of fun. Loyal Lex is in the house with the loves and the strong arms, like that, Loyal. And Morris is in the house too with the Shibas. Well, welcome, Shiba. Absolutely big welcome, open arms. So let's get into it, folks. Here we go. There's going to be a timestamp after the video, so you'll be able to jump to the section that you want to get to. But Shiba community is coming to PulseChain. Let's get into it. Asian Chairman John Chong speaking at PulseCon 2022. That's in September, so looking good. And you can see the PulseCon logos up the top right there, and you can see John Chong there as well. A really terrific guy. We're going to talk more about that later. So let's jump through down to the next one here. Here's the website for Shiba token. So if you're not familiar with SHIB, if you're not in the Shiba community, you wouldn't be probably a visitor to this website. But here we are, a decentralized meme token that evolved into a vibrant ecosystem. So they've obviously been one of the best performing tokens in the bull market. And of course, they are actually building themselves out, transitioning from a meme token into a vibrant ecosystem. So pretty cool. So we're going to check that out as well. Let us scroll down there. I love we've got the little thumbnail there as well using that. So let's scroll down and see the rest of it. So this is the price chart for SHIB. Obviously, there's other tokens in the ecosystem. We're going to talk about that shortly. But you can see how it's gone up here, 2021 here in May. It's really rocketed up here. And of course, it's got quite a few decimal places there. It's got 4 decimal places. And then the current price at the moment is 0.02435. We like to drop off the zeros and just say 2,435 there. And of course, you can see it really ramped up there, came back down in July, September 2021. And then, of course, started rising again here in about October and started rising right up here. Got a nice little peak out up at 9,000, just shy of 9,000, and back again down to 2,435. So really it's moved around now kind of maturing here. This chart looks a little bit like the Hex chart, to be honest. Let me know in the chat you think that looks like the Hex chart right now. That's kind of what it looks like, to be honest. It's very interesting. It's got this rise and the small rise. This kind of look exactly like the Hex chart at the moment. That's pretty funny. All right, so the other thing, of course, is rank number 16 on CoinGecko. It's got a market cap of 14.838 billion and the 24-hour market cap down slightly 2%, and a volume there traded $729 million US. It's pretty good. We'd like to see some of that trading on PulseX, the exchange that's going to be on PulseChain, and you can see where some of the big volumes can come from. Obviously, this is dispersed over probably several exchanges and trading pairs. Pretty impressive there, up 20%. Welcome. That's the sort of stuff that will be pretty exciting. Circulating supply, 589 trillion here tokens, so very large supply. And of course, you can see that's what's in supply. I've known a couple people that have got into SHIB and have done extremely well. Got in very early on SHIB and have just changed their life. So big shout out to that. And of course, you're going to get a second chance on PulseChain, as you'll get a copy of your SHIB on PulseChain, man. You thought it was good just on one chain. Imagine getting on PulseChain, exactly the same chain but enhanced to be super fast, super cheap. And we're going to talk more about that later. The results for so far for SHIB just down slightly in the hourly, down 2% on the daily, down 8% for the weekly, but the monthly up 9.5%, and the yearly, look at that, 22,214%. So congratulations for those in the SHIB army. Congratulations to you. And of course, PulseChain is going to bring a whole new opportunity to you in terms of wealth creation. Let's have a look here at the next slide. The next slide is massive SHIB army, rank 15 on CoinGecko. Market cap obviously moves around a couple of places here and there. The Shiba website, of course, is shibbattoken.com. We're going to have a quick look at that. And of course, that's the website, looking pretty good. Our project and ecosystem, and the SHIB, you've got the number of tokens there, SHIB, leash, and bone. So those are some derivative tokens, really, or ecosystem tokens. How to buy SHIB, of course, so some cool stuff there. And the SHIB swap there as well. So if you're holding SHIB on PulseChain, you'll also get a copy, on Ethereum, you'll get a copy on PulseChain. So if you're not holding SHIB, it might be one of your strategies. People got many strategies for getting a lot of tokens on the PulseChain. SHIB looks like one of the good ones. In fact, we did a vote, 2 days ago, I think, and SHIB won the vote out of, the top 45 on Ethereum. So there we are. SHIB was very popular. So that was definitely one strategy that one might want to consider. So very cool. So lots of cool artwork as well. You see all the cool artwork in the community and so forth. Also doing rescue as well. So pretty nice stuff there, and a lot of community stuff there too. a lot of social media also, so you can get into that as well. So I'm going to post that in the chat. That could be one of the ERC20s that maybe you decide to go for. That could be something very, very nice. So cool. That is the first one there. Let me just make sure I haven't got my my link on there. Might just take off the comment there. Got to get used to doing that. The second thing, of course, we're going to get into is the actual info site. There's a really terrific info site here. Now, the link to this presentation is in the video description, but you can see this gives you a link to all the main places on SHIB, and of course, you can find that in the video description with this presentation. But pretty cool there. You've got the website, you got the DEX, you got the NFTs. Pretty neat. The other thing, of course, is the SHIB army. Over 3 million Shiba Twitter followers, so massive. Let's have a quick look at that. And over 3 million followers there. You can see Twitter there, 3 million followers. That is a huge community. Obviously ranked number 15, number 16 on CoinGecko. So one of the very big projects in crypto. 3 million followers on SHIB, and it's coming to PulseChain. And of course, it's going to be pretty exciting to see that. So spread the word if you're in the Shiba community about your airdrop on PulseChain. It's going to be pretty awesome for sure. The other thing, of course, is SHIB has 1.1 million wallets on Etherscan. So it's a very large on Etherscan as well for SHIB. It's also got the leash token, which is kind of like a derivative ecosystem token. It was going to be a sort of a Dogecoin challenger, but of course Shiba is kind of the main Dogecoin one there. Also Bone, it's got Bone token as well. That's got a DAO governance token, and of course Shiboshi, the NFTs in the Shiba community. So all part of that growing ecosystem of Shiba. So pretty cool. And then of course we got in a bit more detail, Shiba ecosystem growing metaverse and PulseChain airdrop. So obviously Shiba is doing pretty well. Massive Shiba army, and of course ranked 15th in the big tokens there. But of course the Shiba is also growing out into the NFTs. They got 10,000 NFTs called Shiboshis, and that's on Shiba Swap there. So you can actually find those. Now remember, all the links to this in the presentation, the video description, and you can see the Shiboshis club here. So all the NFTs are also getting copied over, folks. So if you're in Shiba community, all your NFTs are getting copied over to PulseChain too. Everything on Ethereum, for the most part, is coming to PulseChain. So your ERC20 tokens, the 721 tokens, the 1155 tokens, all on Ethereum, getting copied over to PulseChain. So man, spread the word amongst your communities and the Shiba community, because it's getting exciting. So very cool. Lots of cool stuff here in the mints there. So really building that out on Shiba. So that's cool to see. Also, Shiba Swap has their own DEX, and of course you can hit Shiba Swap. So really, you can see how it's gone from a meme coin to having NFTs to having its own DEX, decentralized exchange, and of course lots of stuff on there as well. You can see the prices of SHIB at the moment. 2,426 leash at the moment, $1,491 for a leash, and the Bone token 62 cents at the moment. So continuing to build out their system there. This is their DEX. And then finally, they're also going into the metaverse. So Shiba is expanding into the metaverse. So that's what I mean. Shiba's ecosystem is continuing to grow and mature into the metaverse. And of course, the PulseChain airdrop has got to be spread around. So share that. So we go to the metaverse for SHIB, and you can see that that's just out recently on the 30th of March. And of course, Shiba Inu is a friendly thing. So exactly what is the metaverse? For those just entering the terminology, it's important to gather it that it represents a fusion of terms meta and universe, made up of a shared virtual spaces that form the perceived virtual reality setting. In the metaverse, there are seemingly infinite possibilities, encompassing one of the strongest communities ever gathered in all of crypto history. Shiba Inu's metaverse is positioned to become a massive environment for the Shiba army to grow, share, and benefit together. So the metaverse is the culmination of our history as a community, virtually displayed in a layer of beautiful visuals that showcase our innovation and unity with a place of truly call home. The Shiba ecosystem will be used entirely by the SHIB, the metaverse project, meaning all token SHIB, leash, Bone will play a role in the phases roll out. It's important to understand this concept of ecosystem as we evolve as a project and promote new releases. The community will have a great deal of interaction, future choices, and creative ways to immerse themselves in this environment. So this provides a really good opportunity for the SHIB that's on PulseChain to be incorporated in this growing metaverse for SHIB. And that also is because PulseChain is going to be super cheap and super fast. So it's going to be very exciting for metaverses to operate. We know on Ethereum it's very expensive, and of course we know on PulseChain it's going to be super cheap. So very perfect for the metaverse as well. Our development of this project will also gravitate great partnerships and the foundation resources for the community to explore, benefit, and interact with. Mission to deliver an exceptional product which incorporates these factors is crucial. And we have, as we say, they're pretty much going there. So very, very cool. The official website, we're proud to announce our metaverse, the future expansion of all our projects. It will take place on our credible domain, SHIB.io. So that's pretty cool. Let's pop that up and have a look, see where that's up and running. And boom, we're going to bring that over. Very cool. Hopefully that shows up there. So there we are. So Shiba there, the metaverse, and of course it's got the leash locker, the Shiboshi's locker, which is the NFTs, and the buy leash there. So welcome to the leash locker there playing out. So that's all in play, and we've got different aspects to that as well. So you can definitely check that out also. So cool, that is going on there. And of course, SHIB.io is set to become a main source of all things SHIB and our official website. The new portal will become active in the upcoming days and previous to the events and first phase of SHIB, the metaverse starting. So pretty powerful stuff there. So it's coming pretty soon. This is obviously was posted on the 30th, so not too far away. Lands and maps. So it's going to have all the lands and maps that you might expect in the metaverse. Metaverse will consist of 100,000 plots of land. Each plot is an exciting opportunity to become part of an immersive Shiba-inspired environment. So this is perfect for PulseChain, and encourage the Shiba community to petition to get this operating on PulseChain when it launches, because it will be super cheap to do your transactions rather than high fees on Ethereum. So a very, very good place to be. Some lands will remain locked as they represent key locations to travel within the metaverse and stay private. So lots of stuff happening there with their metaverse lands. And as you can see, that's going on there as well. So you can see the different type of lands, different tiers of land value there as well. Price schedule, of course, in terms of the ETH that's pushed up there. Why ETH and not Shiba Inu in the purchase, as we used to collect the funds to pay for metaverse development. The team have decided to use a neutral coin that can be sold into stables in order to pay for all resources. I think that's a smarter way rather than using your native token you won't want to sell down your native token to pay for such development. So I think that's a good way to go. Why purchase land? Of course, our ecosystem continues to grow and evolve over time. This is 2022. It's aimed for a year full of surprises with new invitations like Shibarium. So you can see they're continuing to do that, and I think they're going to massively benefit from PulseChain. So there's lots of details there. I'm not going to go through all of those. Feel free to read that, of course. The links are in the video description. But pretty exciting to see all the stuff playing out as they integrate their NFTs as well into this platform. Very, very cool. So a pretty fulsome layout there for their metaverse project coming up there, and I think they should definitely look to incorporate PulseChain where they'll be getting a massive airdrop. So very, very nice. So SHIB's moving strong with their growing their metaverse, and of course PulseChain airdrop, something they should definitely incorporate. The fact that unlike Ethereum, it's super cheap and super fast. The other thing, of course, is this is a pretty big move. The official SHIB spokesman, John McRae Chong, is going to be a key speaker at PulseCon 2022, the first major project to be launching on outside of Richard Arts ecosystem to be launching to be announced at PulseCon. So very, very big deal. A big shout out to T-Money and the team at Freedom TV for onboarding Chong. Obviously, there's a huge win for SHIB Army in terms of getting massive SHIB airdrop on PulseChain that offers a whole new horizon of wealth creation. So we look forward to the SHIB Army coming into PulseChain. Very, very cool. So there he is. That's pretty cool. We're looking forward to that. Let's jump over. That's the end of the presentation. Let's jump over to Twitter here. So we've obviously huge community, 3 million Twitter followers, 1.1 million wallets in the main token SHIB there. You can see here on PulseCon, PulseCon 2022. I'm going to post this in the chat as well. PulseCon there, looking good. We've got John McRae there as a speaker now, looking really good in the lineup. And of course, if we scroll back up to the top of the page here, we can see that the lineup's really starting to fill out. So we've got T Money on the left there, Lawrence Rowland, and of course Rag to Riches in there, John McRae, Chong, and Raymaker in there for real. This is going to keep building out as we head towards PulseCon 2022 in September. Very nice to see that. So definitely you can pick up the tickets there. You can see all the projects there. SHIB token is in there now too. Don't forget the emojis in the channel, in the chat there. Definitely use the emoji if you're a Hex Token channel member. That's going to be here during the live stream. And then, of course, we've got Mintra in there as well. So very, very cool. The tickets are up for price there, and lots of cool stuff happening there. So the 6th of September 2022, looking really good for PulseCon. And once again, good chance I'll have T-Money in from Freedom TV here to talk about PulseCon on the 15th of this month. So that's only a few days away. I'm looking forward to that. So very, very cool. All right, so hashtag everybody is coming. I like it. Man, what other big communities will be coming onto PulseCon. It's exciting to see. Huge news today with this one. So cool. We also jump over to Twitter, and we can see that Twitter there, just imagine all your CR20s ecosystems in one place learning about PulseChain. And just imagine PulseCon 2022, everybody's coming. So very nice stuff there from Freedom TV. So you can definitely check that out too. And of course, looking good there. Now, the other thing, of course, is that T-Money did a really cool interview with John there, the chairman, the Asian chairman for Shiba. And you need to go watch that. That was only about probably 8 hours ago. So I'll post the link in the chat there. Definitely go check that out because I thought it was really impressive. I'll post that one in there as well. Cool. Let's get out there. So nice there, folks. Looking really good. And that is really the finishing of the presentation and the announcement of SHIB Army going to be at coming onto PulseChain, going to be speaking at PulseCon. One of the many projects that are going to be going on the PulseChain, obviously the biggest airdrop in crypto history. So if you're new from Shiba, we're going to talk about PulseChain and all the opportunities there as well. That's our next section. So hopefully you enjoy that. Let's get into the chat and say hello again and catch up with the comments for sure. We've got quite a few comments in the house there. We've got Part Excellence. We're up to it's now. I think we're up to. It's now says you bet me to it, Morris. Yeah, it just got pipped there a little bit. And Part Excellence and g'day all. Good to see Part Excellence. Francis in the house. Woo-hoo-hoo. Good to see Francis. Like it up. Says it's now absolutely. And the whole generation. Woo-hoo. Who shared Shiba Army? I see. Nice, loving my SHIB bag even more. Says Older Generation. Yeah, a lot of people hold SHIB, so not surprised there. Older Generation. Congratulations. And Joshua says SHIB Inu Army is going to bring massive volumes. Absolutely. You could see the massive volumes that we talked about in the presentation. Really is pretty big. Brazology says, nice thumbnail. Hey, thanks, Brazology. I had to put that together a little bit there. So it was, how we roll. Dave Morales says, SHIB away. Hey, congratulations, Morales, Dave, for becoming the latest moderator on the channel. We had the foreman. It's now. Give the confirmation. But of course, I know who David Morales is. Neil says, hello all. Good to see you, Neil. And put Shiba in you, says Hexodal. That's true. That's true. Good one, Hexodal. Hello, how are you today, says Lies Beneath. Very good. And Lies Beneath's got the Hex and the EHEX and the PLS and the PLX for the win. Nice one. We like that a lot. Hexodal says, past 10 p.m. Tired. Been watching streams since 6 a.m. Hexodal. You're a trooper. You're a champion there, Hexodal. Well done to you. And PulseChain ecosystem. Rank, I'm not sure what that is there, but what you're saying there, wrench, is it? J-Man's in the house. Woo! Good to see you. Dave Morales says, this is literally the first time I've watched anything on SHIB. I guess we all need to play together in Pulse. That's correct. So there's going to be a lot of projects coming on to PulseChain, and we're big welcome to all of them. They're going to just really enjoy it there. It's going to be everything that Ethereum should be. And of course, on top of that, you're going to get the biggest airdrop in crypto history. You're going to be able to participate in the biggest yield farming if you want to. You'll also be able to be participating in the fastest way to mass adoption as the bridge opens up. PulseChain has no bridge. We're going to talk about that soon. If you're from the Shiba community, we're going to go through what PulseChain is all about. So just hold on for that one. We'll get there soon. Francis got the big hearts in the house there. Nice. Sandeep's in the house from Calcutta. Good to see you, Sandeep. And Ninja's in the house too. Yo, good to see you. And what else we got going there? We got Dave Morales says, use your discount code. Don't let it get drowned out Hexskins and PulseSkins. That's true. Discount code. I think you're referring to the discount code for PulseCon, right? So I'm not sure. There's only a certain amount of people with PulseCons. I think there's one for SHIB. I think it's SHIB 15. If you watch this video, there is a discount for the PulseCon. So definitely try to use that one as well. It's like, subscribe, bell, hit the button, and join. That's the way to go. And Morris says interesting stuff there with the old SHIBs in the house. I think we got the Hex token. Nice. Jay's in the house as well. Salute Hexkins, and hello all, says Francis. Crypto Compassion says, keep up the great work, brother. I hope you come to PulseCon. Let's go, says Crypto Compassion. Like that one. And J-Man also says hit the like. So hope you guys are enjoying it, folks. This is pretty cool. The first major community outside of Hex, PulseChain, and PulseX coming in. It's very, very exciting to see that. Robio's in the house too with the hearts. Nice one. And of course, let's post out a few little emojis here. We've got this one. It's going to be off on during the live stream. We've got the Shiba community in the house. So there we are. Looking good. All right, so let's jump over to PulseChain. So for those in the SHIB community, what's happening is that PulseChain is launching. It's going to be the first system state copy of Ethereum. And pretty much the PulseChain is going to be the largest airdrop in crypto history. I'm just going to increase the scale of this so you can see that a bit easier. And of course, thousands of Ethereum-based tokens and NFTs receive their free PulseChain versions. So that includes your SHIB tokens, your Shiboshis. I think it's called Shiboshis. Got to make sure I say that right. Yeah, your Shiboshis there all going to get copied over from the Ethereum chain there. And of course, this is going to be the new gold rush. So obviously, just like Shiba got priced up, we saw Shiba get priced up on the chart there. Just as Shiba got priced up here on the marketplace, so on PulseChain, it's going to get priced up as well. But you'll be the ones. If you're holding SHIB, you're going to be the ones that are holding SHIB on PulseChain, and you can decide to hold them and see what the market does, or you can trade them and sell them. So it's up to you what you want to do. There's also going to be every other token on Ethereum is getting copied over too. You'll be able to speculate on those, including the platform token Pulse or PLS, and of course or PLXX, which is going to be the biggest DEX on or decentralized exchange on PulseChain. So you have a lot of options there to play around with. It's pretty neat. And of course, I know many of my friends who've had big SHIB bags who have bought houses and things like that. And of course, you're going to have another opportunity for value creation with that free airdrop of your SHIB onto PulseChain. It's going to be pretty awesome to see what that eventuates out. If you always wanted to be a whale in a certain ERC20 or NFT, maybe now you can be. So maybe you can, if some people do decide to sell some of their SHIB, you could accumulate even more of it on the PulseChain. So it's a lot of opportunities for people holding a SHIB, a lot of opportunities for people that are new to SHIB and that are going to be trading on PulseChain to accumulate SHIB. We did a poll here 2 days ago, and that was the winning token that people wanted to consider accumulating outside of the Richard Hart tokens, as we call it, the Pulse and the PulseX and the Hex token. And so pretty exciting to see that. Nice. So obviously the other thing, of course, it's going to be easy to use. You'll use your MetaMask wallet. It just works. You just have to change a setting in your MetaMask wallet, and you're just basically the network. You just have the PulseChain network when it goes live. It could go live possibly as soon as maybe 4 weeks away is kind of our current estimate, but of course that's subject to change. Ethereum holders can transact for free with their freemium Pulse, so that's the case too. You get some one Pulse for each there that you've got. The lower PulseChain fees and will serve more users. PulseChain increases the throughput of Ethereum 4 times by using 3-second block times, and the average Ethereum block time is 13 cents. So it's going to be cheaper and faster. And the other thing, of course, is going to be proof of stake, which means that it's not going to be any heavy mining waste or computer waste there. The other thing, of course, is the main token. The native token is PLS or Pulse. You're going to need that to pay fees. And of course, that has 0% inflation, and you can also stake that as well. So pretty awesome stuff there. It's going to be pretty powerful. I hope you enjoyed that. There's also going to be a bridge, of course, and we're going to look at that shortly, where you can bridge tokens over from Ethereum over to PulseChain and PulseChain back to Ethereum. It's going to be a lot of fun there as well. All right, so cool. That is what's happening there. This is the PulseChain block explorer at the moment. It's currently in testnet 2B, and of course has been operating very well. You can see currently the blocks are running at 3.8 seconds. Typically they're going to be running at 3-second blocks as designed, and of course earlier today they were. That just fluctuates from time to time there as well. And of course this is going to be very cool. So we're excited about it. PulseChain is going to be amazing, and this is kind of like your ETH scan. You can scan the blockchain here. The other thing, of course, we're going to have the biggest yield farming in crypto history on PulseChain, and we've got PulseX is going to be the biggest DEX in there. It's going to have an AMM bot or an market maker bot that's going to harvest all the pairs and rationalize them, and so that they match up with the number of tokens and stuff on Ethereum. So it's going to be awesome. They're also going to have trading, exchange, offering liquidity. You can make fees providing liquidity. You can also have farms there where you can take your LP tokens from your liquidity provision, put them in farms. So you're going to be able to do that too. You can see a number of farms up there already. You're also going to be pools there if you're holding some of the native PulseX token. That's the native token for the PulseX exchange. And of course, on top of that, there's also a burn feature for PulseX as well. Remember, Pulse and PulseX are the two kingmaker tokens there. There's also going to be a party token. Or there's going to be at least third-party tokens here. Maybe projects want to come on a PulseX and airdrop tokens, so that will be here. And you'll have to stake a native DEX token there, PulseX, to earn that. The other thing, of course, is there'll be voting. So you'll be able to vote for airdrops, new projects to come on, new features. And then finally, we've got the info here with the overall liquidity, overall volume. Obviously, this is all just all testnet numbers. But this is going to be live very, very soon, and of course, it's going to be pretty incredible. So you got some of the tokens running at the moment, and of course, if we just jump over to a couple of other pages, we can actually see. I think it's on maybe the third page there. We can actually see that Shiba Inu is already trading on the PulseX testnet, PulseChain testnet 2B, and of course, you can see number 22 there. It is trading at the moment. So you can see how interesting that is, up 100% there on the testnet, and it's already got $56,000 of volume. Obviously, this is just testnet. This will be way higher, in my estimation. This will probably be on the front page as we come up to, as my speculation. So very exciting stuff there, folks. So we've got the testnet running. We've got the PulseX, the biggest exchange coming. So it's going to be pretty amazing. So yeah, biggest airdrop in crypto history, biggest yield farm in crypto history. And of course, we're going to have the bridge, the fastest way to mass adoption. So those are the three things that you can remember. You're going to get airdropped your Shiba onto PulseChain. It's going to be super fast, super cheap there. You're going to have opportunity to, if you want to yield farm, and of course, earn further incentives there. And of course, you're going to be able to bridge open over on the PulseChain bridge. And of course, that's going to be the fastest way to mass adoption, as potentially up to millions of people on Ethereum will get airdropped over on PulseChain and want to come over on the bridge. Or back and forth on a bridge. So pretty awesome. We've never seen anything like this in crypto history. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So that's the bridge there. You can swap between Ethereum and PulseChain, and of course you'll have a whole range of tokens that you can transfer over, stable coins, etc. So it's pretty awesome. The final thing, of course, you'll be able to. The main token is Pulse on PulseChain. It's called PLS, and of course you'll be able to stake that with validators if you so choose, and there'll be other third-party applications. You can also stake that to earn more Pulse, and that is what you need to pay for fees and things like that. So very exciting. Now, the founder of PulseChain, of course, is Richard Hart, probably the biggest innovator in the crypto space in the world, and certainly a master of game theory in crypto, and obviously a well-known crypto billionaire. Now, he's obviously set this up. He's also been the developer of the best chart for most of 2020 and 2021, the Hex token. And of course, that's been up for about 2.4 years, operating very successfully. Had 2 audits and an economics audit as well. He really paved the way in financial innovation with this product as well. So PulseChain is just in that expansion as well. So as Richard Hart is expanding for his own tokens, that also is going to be an environment on PulseChain for everybody to thrive. So very exciting. Hope you enjoyed that. That was a bit of a Shiba update there. I think it's pretty exciting for sure. I'm looking forward to really cool things happening in the space. And we can't wait for the Shiba community to come onto PulseChain and thrive over there. It's going to be super, super fun. You won't be paying those high gas fees. If it's going to be awesome. And of course, you won't be paying $20 for swap or $50 for a swap or things like that. Or you won't be paying, $15 for a transfer tokens. It will be super cheap, less than a penny probably. You probably with one pulse, you should be able to do maybe hundreds of transactions, if not up over 1,000 transactions for one pulse. It's going to be super fun, folks. Right, nice one. That's the end pretty much of that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're from the Shiba community, just a quick overview of PulseChain, PulseX coming up, and your free airdrop. It's going to be awesome. So spread the word in your community for sure. Principally says, should one be concerned with ETH 2.0 competing with PLS? Not really, because the ETH 2.0 is going to move to proof of stake, but they're not really going to have a lot of impact on their fees until sharding really gets evolved. So that's probably the way to go there. RS said today that ETH2 won't change gas prices, so no, that's true. ETH gases are not going anywhere, says J-Man. Absolutely. It's really a supply and demand factor for Ethereum fees. And of course, we will have to wait till they can increase the TPS, the transfer rate on that chain. It's currently, I think it's got a theoretical maximum about 25. They currently operate around about 8 to 12, something like that. And of course, they really need to get up to the vision that Vitalik used previously had of about 100,000 transactions per second, but it's going to take a while for them to evolve, to get there. The other thing, of course, is their coding is getting very complex and layered on each other. So I think just a big move to proof of a full proof of stake mechanism, possibly June, July, August, if they can meet that deadline, is a big enough move at this stage, let alone doing all the sharding that they tend to do. Cool. Pinchme says Pulse is going to help with the ETH fees. Yeah, Pulse is super cheap. It's also going to help with the ETH fees because it will take a lot of demand away. People will be able to be a bit less congestion on Ethereum. So it's a win-win for Shiba community, win-win for all the ERC20 token communities on Ethereum at the moment, including Hex as well. Pinchme says Ethereum will move from proof of work to proof of stake this summer. Dell has confirmed the ETH 2.0 merge upgrade promises to cut transaction fees, increase coins burn, and improve congestion. Yeah, I don't think it's really going to do too much for the ETH fees. Like I say, it's really about some of their devs have said that too, that it's not really going to do that. So I think there's a little bit of conflict there. Why cannot stake PLXX in a pool? The pool's no pool at the moment there, Neil. The pool has finished. If we go to the pool here on the thing, it's actually finished. So this was the party token pool. This is just an example of third-party tokens that could get airdropped. We do see that under the voting at the moment, there is a core proposal around PulseX pools. That's kind of giving an example of what how to nominate third-party tokens on there. So obviously, as projects want to come in and attract people in the PulseX community, they'll be able to use the PulseX pools there. Pretty much that. J-Man says, I'm going after Hex as soon as we are able to on the bridge on PulseChain. Me too, J-Man. I've said this on the channel. I'll be going after PulseX and Hex as well. But if I was going to go for a token, Shiba would definitely be one of the leading ones. We already saw in a poll that we had. I think we had two. I think it was in the final results that 2/3, I think, of people were going to go for Shiba, if I remember rightly. Pinch me by how much, and we have seen. Yeah. Good morning, sir. This is Mr. Frost. Hey, good to see Mr. Frost from India as well. Very, very cool. So I am not going to swap, says Chairman. I'm not going to swap. Yeah. Love from India, says Mr. Frost. Good to see you, and big shout out to people in India there. Mainnet, sir. Delay, sir. Can we expect to launch early next month? Yes. So currently my earliest expectation is the 7th of May now. So I've moved from the 18th of April to 7th of May. That was after Richard's live stream earlier today. And he's basically, says once we get the sacrifice balances, we could launch as early as 2 weeks after that. So given the fact that they've got a couple issues, we could definitely talk about that. Let's actually pull a video in and let's get Richard to speak himself. Let's get the man himself in. Richard, are you coming? Yes, he's coming. So we're going to hear from the Richard Hart, the man himself, about the timeline. So let's hear.
Totals were done now. Like I could just set a date, but like until those stupid sacrifice totals are finished. As soon as the sac totals are done, man, we are so close because the bridge works great. And it's got
so when the sac totals are done, what's how much time after that? You don't just give me an estimate.
I'm trying. You want me to think about it? Give me a second.
I'll get it out of them, guys.
If we've got the event reporting and the node fixed, which I think that'll get fixed before SAC totals is done, which is funny. And I think even if that event reporting was wrong, you could still go to mainnet anyway without it. Just people be missing a little bit of data that you could fix later. I mean, I got to talk to him more about that, exactly how mission critical that particular report is. I mean, look, man, once SAC totals are like done and published, it feels like 2 weeks.
2 weeks after SAC totals?
I mean, I'd like to be done in 4 weeks. Like, I'd like mainnet to be in 4 weeks, but every time estimate I've ever given has been wrong. And I've been telling you they would be wrong ahead of time because I know how this goes. No one would have ever expected SAC totals would take this long. That's supposed to be the easiest part. Like, measure how much people sacrifice. That should be the easiest thing. And then you're like, wow, oddly enough, it's not. That sucks. But then the super hard stuff, like bridge, it's like, it's been done forever. You're like, so a lot of times the easy stuff ends up being hard. The hard stuff ends up being easy. I mean, we're so close, man. And you can tell because the test net works. Like, you can go use it. It's been working for a long time now. It's just that, like, you could even if we had consensus bugs, you could fix those and patch those. But like, you can't rewrite the totals. That you can't do. So we have to get the sacrifice totals right up front. And consensus bugs, the network's been running too long. We're not likely to have anything like that. Yeah, so I mean, 2 weeks after the SAC total seems fine. But it would just, the only two other things are like, really just that event thing, and then like DevOps, just making sure that everything is robust, because you're going to get a lot of load. Like, world's largest airdrop,
it's going to be crazy.
Get a lot of load. You're going to get loaded up. So the people that are running servers have to be ready for like redundancy, you know. But like, even if there was downtime, as long as the downtime is just a pause, no one really cares. So like in crypto, when you have a downtime, when is that most harmful? If people are leveraged up and they're going to get liquidated now unfairly because they can't add margin, they can't add collateral. That's not fair, but we're not going to have any margin trading off the bat, so it doesn't really matter. And then if people's balances like got miswritten or overwritten, that would be pretty tragic, but that's never even happened. Like, that would, like, in EVM chains, I don't think that's ever happened. You could say like an Eclipse attack happened on Verge that like rolled back 6 months of transactions or something. That would be like a huge rewrite problem. But then you could fork before that block anyway and keep the old state. Like, I'm just going through like a parade of imaginary horribles. I don't think any of that crap's going to happen. I think we're going to have our fork, and I think everything's going to run fine. But I'm not going to be sitting in a launch party just in case. I'm not going to be like, oh, I got to reboot some crap. Oh man, gonna have to leave the party. Gotta see you guys. There's a million things you could do on Pulse testnet right now, and you should be doing them. Because look, man, one day I'm gonna be doing this live stream, and it's gonna be, we're up, we're live, and you're gonna be like, oh crap, now I have to learn everything. Learn it now, man, because we are close, dude. We are really, really, really close.
So there we are, folks. You heard from Richard Hart. You heard from Richard Hart, the man himself, about the time frame. So yeah, really close. So let's say 4 weeks. I think looks pretty good. As I said, we've shown you the fact that PulseChain is up. There's it's up and running, and the PulseX is up and running. PulseChain is bridge is up and running. The validators is up and running, and of course there's just these trying to finalize the sacrifices there, and of course what you can actually check on the sacrifice here, and of course the other thing is just some event node reporting, and of course possibly the V3 liquidity, which you didn't mention as well, which they've been testing on private test network. So we could jump straight into mainnet within 4 weeks. Still a little uncertain. We will have V3 testnet in between there for a short period of time. Definitely testing on the PulseChain there on private servers. So that's pretty much it. Looking pretty good. He looks soon. He said it in 4 videos now. So I think we are really getting there, and we can see the fact that pretty much all the components to the ecosystem are up at the moment and working very well. So cool. That is looking good there. That was a really good question. So we're going to jump past that. J-Man says, let me just jump over to maybe to the presentation there. I'll just leave it on that for a second. So PulseChain is going to go viral. All of us that got in early are going to have a life-changing gains. I think so, absolutely. It's going to be madly awesome. Remember, if you're from the SHIB community or if you're from Richard Hart's community, this has never happened before. This is the first system state copy of Ethereum. So if you're holding ERC20s, 721s, 1155s, it's all getting copied over. And of course, it's like I say, it's going to be the biggest airdrop crypto history, the biggest yield farm in crypto history. All the pools are getting harvested by an AMM bot, and it's going to create massive liquidity pools. And of course, that's going to get bid up by the market as it goes. As the bridge opens up, the fastest way to mass adoption. Never seen this before. It's going to be amazing. So you really spread the word, folks. It's going to be a lot of fun for sure. Get Hex is in the house here with the thumbs up. Nice, J-Man, Superman, you're the best. I love this community. Hey, me too, J-Man. We've got a great community. J-Man says my whole portfolio is going to be PulseChain, says J-Man. Nice one. And Bolo's in the house. By the time the first 15 years Hex stakes are up, Richard Hart's going to be the richest man in the galaxy. Yeah, certainly. I think Elon Musk was up at what, 238 billion. Richard's definitely going to be challenging that for sure. Get Hex is huge, absolutely huge. J-Man says yes, SHIB will moon on PulseChain. That's a good point. So we'll go to PulseChain. Like I said, SHIB is on there at the moment. SHIB is going to do so well on here. Obviously, number 15, number 16 on CoinGecko. We can see that. I think it's going to be absolutely. We can see it already on here. This is not representing where it's going to be because this is just a test net. But man, oh man, this is going to do so well on here. It's going to be absolutely blow up for sure. Neil and Bureau's got the hope so, and it's a win-win. Says Get Hex, absolutely nice. Robo says Pulse might be as soon as 4 weeks out. Going to be wild. It will be, Robo, absolutely. Paul O'Shea says, dude, you're pumping out the content. Great work. I really appreciate it. Hey, Paul, it's a pleasure. I'm excited as you guys are. So making content's a lot of fun because it really is just that quiet period before PulseChain launches, and the weeks are slowly ticking over, and we're not far away now. As you heard from Richard Hart himself, really not that far away. Obviously, a few technical things sitting in the back there, so we need that event reporting, and of course, Richard was going to talk to his dev to see how mission critical that was. The other thing, the sacrifices, just wrapping those up, and then of course the operations sitting in behind, actually the servers, the computer power to handle such a high volume of people coming over. That was the big thing. He didn't mention V3 liquidity. They have been testing it on the private test network, so we'll see where the comments on that in the future. But definitely getting closer. You can see it. So it's definitely getting there. Mr. Faraz says that Richard Hart meant to say too many people sacked even after deadline, of course, mainnet delay. Yeah, it created a few complexities, but really it's probably the 1%, and the 1% probably, maybe 1 or 2,000 people, something like that. It's hard to tell, but it's only a small percentage. Most people sacrificed correctly using the official tokens, using the official chains, and it's just some of the people that maybe used the wrong exchange, coin from an exchange, or maybe used the wrong token that's not official, maybe have low liquidity, things like that. So he's got some solutions there. He's got two developers working on the sacrifices to get them over the line there, because he doesn't want even that 1%. He wants that 1% to be taken care of if he can. But that being said, there's always a few people that may miss out if the tokens are not up to scratch. So just take that into account. Bolo says remember, there's over 140,000 wallets in PulseX, over 40,000 wallets in PulseChain. So it's a big task from that point of view. Bolo says it feels so long ago and gone by so fast. Since Richard Hart said, if Vitalik fixed us, we will fork it, and now we're here. That's true. And let's go to Rackham. Rackham said it well. So one of the very biggest whales in the community said it well. So he said, and hopefully I can get to this without the my problem because I'm not logged in. So hopefully I can get to this list without getting. Oh, so far so good. Oh, I couldn't find it. There it is. Is that one there? No. Oh, it seems to have gone. It looks like it's been deleted. I think he's deleted the post. Oh well, that's a shame he deleted the post. I reckon Rochelle said in a tweet that the market doesn't know what's coming. Ethereum doesn't know what's coming at them, and a lot of people don't know what's coming with the PulseChain launch. It's going to be absolutely amazing. What else we got? Jamie says, well, I think so. Super excited. Me too. PLS, PLX, Hex, and SHIB. It says J-Man, nice. And J-Man says, thoughts on Pulse Dodge. I actually think Pulse Dodge is going to do quite well. I'm actually going to look at it myself. Obviously, nothing on this channel is investment advice. I mean, you guys need to make your own choices, do your own due diligence. But I'm just covering these topics, obviously. PulseChain is going to need a lot of projects on it. And of course, that's what we're covering on this channel, a lot of those projects as well. And of course, a lot of people are going to get airdrops, so they need to know about it, right? Otherwise, they may not come across it. And of course, you can imagine over the years ahead, can you imagine the coming years, how much value is going to be on those airdrops? And a lot of people are not going to discover them. There'll be people discovering their airdrop years out from now. Can you imagine it? Years out from now, people will discover, oh, I've got that over there. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Maybe they're struggling. Maybe they're struggling in life. And then they suddenly said, oh, have you checked did you know that you got an airdrop on a PulseChain? Are you kidding me? And they look at the PulseChain and they see how big the value of that could be life-changing. It's going to happen. So it's going to be fun to see that. I should do a whole video on that idea because that's crazy stuff there. So Pulse Dodge, definitely something to think about. That's what I'm going to look at. I'm going to do looking at a bit closer there because I know that Randy Hilaski is pretty big on Pulse Dodge, and I think he's pretty excited about it. And I think originally I wasn't as taken, but I'm rethinking that, J-Man. Francis got the green circles in the house there. You always take me off guard with the green circles there, Francis. Mr. Frost says, what would be the first price discovery of Pulse when start trading? Well, the first price discovery is really a ratio trading. It's kind of a price, the ratio of one asset to another. So really straight off the bat is when it goes live and the airdrops are in people's wallets, they can instantly start trading that. The AMM bot would already have created, the AMM bot runs first and creates the liquidity pools, basically prints the tokens out of thin air. It rationalizes the pulse in the ecosystem. It's going to mint about 2.25% at this stage on top of the total amount of pulse. We're expecting that maybe there'll be about 133 trillion pulse, but remember the majority of that probably, I think, can't remember exact percentage, maybe 89, 90% is going to be in the origin account. So really the public stuff is really what matters there. Neil and Barrow says, food for thought. Richard Hart compares ETH fees to PLS fees. Dollar to pennies. If PLS is pennies and PLS is $1 to $2. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. He said 1 or 2 cents. I think he was just being on the safe side. Really, it should be a fraction of a penny for the trade. So someone worked out yesterday that was going to be about 1,300 transactions per pulse. Once again, it just depends on a number of factors, but it's certainly going to get hundreds of transactions per pulse. It's probably a safe thing to say at this stage. We're in PulseCon. So PulseCon is going to be September. We've got PulseCon over here, September the 6th to the 9th, 2022. And I'll post the link in the chat there if you want to have a look at the details, but definitely get in and have a look there. It's going to be huge, potentially up to 3,000 people in attendance. It's going to be a conference and an exhibition there, or exhibition, yeah. So it's going to have both there. It's also going to be at Las Vegas, and it's also going to be in one of the newest venues. It looks like amazing. This is a really top class setup here. Now, I heard rumors around about Elon Musk being at this conference. That has not been confirmed that Elon Musk is going there. Hey, but it's not out of the ballpark either. You just never know. Now, there's also going to be some pretty big professional musicians there. That looks like it's going to be there too. So looks pretty nice as well. Now the rooms are pretty cool. Check out the rooms. I think these rooms are really plush. So I was actually super impressed. So you can tell it's really new. You got nice, fresh, new rooms, which is really cool. I mean, staying at hotels sometimes can be fun, but sometimes the rooms can be a bit dowdy if they're, even modern ones can be a bit dowdy if they've been around for a few years. Like 10 years is reasonably modern, but sometimes those rooms. But look at this, looking crisp and fresh. Look at that, really nice as well. So nice there on some of the rooms there. Cool. So that is looking good there at the hotel. If you're staying at that particular hotel where the conference is being held, they're also going to have a number of other amenities there as well. So there's also going to be a big nightclub there that's going to be on the last night. So it's going to be a massive party there. Ashtray says, woo, absolutely. September, I think, says Francis. Yes, September is the launch period, the 6th to the 9th of September. Now, somebody said in the chat that they already had tickets. I'm just trying to remember who that was at the front top here. Someone said that they had got tickets to that. Was it David Morales, was it? Someone said up the front there that they got tickets. So, yeah. What else we got going? We got J-Man says, I will not be ratio trading, waiting for price discovery to fill my bags. I think so too, J-Man. I think that's the safest strategy. But there'll be plenty of people trying to swap PulseX over. There'll be plenty of people trying to swap ESC20s around. It's going to be absolutely fascinating. The first day or two is the time. Some tokens might be a bit safer than others. But hey, you just never know. Bolo says, is Superman going to be at PulseCon? We'll see, Bolo. It just depends on the laws in New Zealand. We've got an authoritarian leader who doesn't know what the heck they're doing. And of course, we're going to have to see about that. They're just wrecking our country. We had the beautiful country, and they're trying to wreck it with their ideological positions, unfortunately, and misleading lies and all the rest of it. But I won't go too much into that because I want YouTube to tax me on that. Dinglewolf's in the house. The sheriff is in town. Be good now, says Dinglewolf. Nice. And J-Man says, how much are the tickets to PulseCon? The tickets are below. Now, I'm going to have Team Money on the live stream, I believe, on the 15th. So we'll have a special show on PulseCon. Where did the tickets go? Tickets are up here somewhere. Where are the tickets? So silver 555, gold 955. I think the early tickets have just expired, the pre-ones, but if you use a discount number, then you'll be able to get a discount there. We've got platinum there 1755 and VIP 5555 as well. What else on there? I think there's a discount on here. I thought there was a discount number. Yeah, there's a discount there. I think you can use also, there's a discount on here, SHIB 15, I think was the code. I think it was the code on there. SHIB 15, definitely watch that. But there's also, I think, one on here, 15% discount on the website. Where did I go? I lost myself here. There we are. So I think there's a 15% discount. Definitely get discount if there's a discount, right? So cool. Get tickets. You can get tickets here at the ticket booth. Register there. Nice. Whoa. Okay. 32 minutes to get early bird tickets. Is it what it's saying? 32 minutes? Early bird tickets there. So 30 minutes to go. So if you are wanting to go with the early bird, looks like there's 30 minutes there based on the website. I'll post that in the link there. Boy, I didn't even notice that. 30 minutes it's going, because that was counting down. It was 6 days. 6 days ago. It was 6 days. So maybe I thought it had expired, but it seems like there's 30 minutes to go for early bird tickets. So there we are. Early bird tickets, folks, still going. There's 148 days until the actual conference is on, but it seems like 31st is going. So maybe those prices will go up. Maybe they'll go up. It's hard to tell. Cool show. Thanks for the spanner, says Dingwolf. Nice. But the billionaires get to come and go there as they please. Pretty messed up. Well, that's just the way it is earned. I'm a big believer of equality of opportunity, but not quality of outcome, because obviously there's not enough resources for everybody to be a billionaire. It would be pretty cool, but this is the way it goes. Your country is one of my top to visit, says Last Beneath. Yeah, well, definitely. It's a beautiful country visually. So we've got beautiful mountains and pretty magical places to visit. Pulsify says Lewis Hex. Pulsify. Hey, Lewis Hex is in the chat. Woo-hoo-hoo! Hey, Lewis, good to see Lewis in the house. And everyone gets a spanner, but if they didn't, you would have had no one anyway. It's now. Let's not give out too many spanners. Let's limit that. LS says, will the ERC 20 copies be a part of that 24 the 48-hour ratio swapping trading before bridge. Yes, LS. So before everybody gets access, the AMM bot's going to run, and it's going to create all the liquidity pairs up, or at least a majority of them. Obviously, a lot of the pairs can be set up by individuals, so that also will be able to happen as well. But a good amount of them that get copied over will be set up there. People can obviously make new projects, new tokens on there, set up liquidity pairs on that. So there's that functionality as well. J-Man says Elon shows up Pulse for 10,000x by next year. That's true. Well, I heard rumors about Elon going, but then people like to throw Elon's name around all the time. But PulseCon is probably something that he might actually hear about and see. So it's not a complete surprise there. Especially with Shiba going, right? Isn't this two pets projects, Shiba and Dodge, I think. Yeah, you can correct me if I'm wrong there, but I'm pretty sure. 29 minutes, 30 minutes to go for the early bird tickets. Can't believe it. I thought that was on the main page, but maybe it wasn't. Let me refresh this page here to bring up the original ticket here, see what that comes up with. Yeah, early bird ticket sale ends soon. So half an hour, folks. You guys got here just in time. So if you are wanting to go, it looks like there is half an hour left. Half an hour left on the tickets there. Wow, what a lucky thing to live stream at this time. Wow. Okay, so if you are going to go, you got half an hour to book those early bird tickets in, and of course the tickets, as we say. Also, an additional 15% off. I think you use code Pulsify. Also, think you can use code SHIB15. I think that was from the video. I have posted the video there if you want to use that. But definitely you can get the discount. 15% is pretty big, so you can get tickets there. And of course, the tickets at the moment, they've got standard tickets, silver 5555, one ticket to the general session for 2 days, one ticket to the expo for 2 days, food and beverage in the expo, and one swag bag. So that's what you get for the 555. Gold is 955. You get all of the silver one, but you also get one ticket to the Zouk nightclub event on Thursday. That's the final day. And of course, that'd be a pretty cool party, man. It's going to be pretty cool. You get access to hospitality lounge, I should say, and you get one swag bag there too. Platinum 1755. I guess you get platinum seating during the general session, so that's pretty cool. You get what else? You get access to the lounge. That's pretty cool. You also get one standard guest room in the Hilton Tower for 3 nights, including resort fee and taxes. So that's not too bad, isn't it, for 1755? And then a VIP. Now these were going like hotcakes. Apparently, these VIPs were selling out really fast. You get a round trip limo transportation between the hotel and airport. That's pretty representing, right? You get 3 nights bedroom suite in the Hilton. You get what else? VIP seating in the general session. And then what else? You get food and beverage in the expo. What else? One ticket to the Zouk nightclub. Access to VIP hospitality lounge with security, so you get to be treated like J-Lo or something. You got amenity delivered to your guest room. That's pretty nice. And dedicated concierge. That'd be epic. Having a concierge, that'd be pretty cool. There was a movie once about a concierge. What movie was that? And the concierge had all these. It was a really cool movie. Can't remember now. But yeah, that's what tickets are at the moment. 30 minutes, counting down. 26 minutes. Can you believe it? I just can't believe. I thought it was over, but it's actually got 26 minutes to go on the early stuff. So if you are going to go to PulseCon and you haven't got tickets, just definitely get into it now. It's now says was talking about spanners over at Gen Hex Superman. Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, I got confused there, Hex. Now I know it says an open carry in New Zealand. Maybe an issue. That's funny, man. That's definitely an issue. Yeah. Make my brother T Money sing on your channel. Yeah. We'll definitely get T Money. He's coming. So 15th, I think, is booked in for. And he'll be the second guest on this live stream. So we had KG from Internet Money, and now we're going to have T Money, who does terrific work. So big shout out. Dingle Wolf's in the house, and Hex, lovely opera. Yep. And I want to be treated like J-Lo, says Brazilji. Yeah, that's true. You get treated. You get the 555. Let me know in the chat if you are going. I guess no. Let me know in the chat if you've got a ticket. We're not going to do a poll on that, but let me know if you're going to PulseCon. Just type go PulseCon or something like that. I don't know. But let me know in the chat. I think we had one person. Brazil says, lol, I have my PulseCon tickets. Woohoo! Crypto compassion. Yeah. I think it was you that told me earlier. I think that you had the tickets. I think. Yeah, I think you told me earlier. So very cool. Congratulations. I do not have a ticket, says Brazology. I thought you would have a ticket, Brazology. You're surprising me. You're shocking me. So cool. We've got 25 minutes to go on that to get the early bird. As I say, I posted the links in the video script in the chat there. Let's have a quick look at Hex. I think let's have a look at Hex price while we're here. Where's Hex price? We're going to have a look at Hedron as well. They've had a bit of headwinds today, the old prices, but we'll see where they're at. Hex version 3, and of course, so yeah, I think we had a whale sale earlier, so we'll pull up the whale as well, and I'll post that. Let's have a look. So boom, yo boy, we had a little spot trade. Looks like we had a bot. These spikes are typically due to bots front running or someone that's selling. So yeah, still holding up there over 13, but we had this little bot trade, took us down to 10.63 cents. They're kind of nonsense. You got to kind of ignore these candles often. Sometimes they do actually impact the person that's selling, but this is on the 1 hour chart, and we had that at 2 o'clock. So let me just get out of here and have a look and see who that was, what happened there with the 2 o'clock trade. We're up to, was that, I guess, at 1400 hours. All right, so this does look like a bot trade. Yeah, it was a front run bot trade. So the price was sitting at 13.2 cents, and then someone's going to sell 16,000 Hex. So not a lot really, and they were going to sell 16,000 Hex, but they got front run by a bot. So the bot sold at $20,000. Didn't actually. Oh, it sold 172,000 Hex. Didn't need a lot for that, or $20,640. So the person selling 6,000 Hex got a really bad rate. Instead of getting 13.2 cents, they got 10.6 cents. So I feel bad for them. You know, that's just the way it goes. Even though they're selling, you know, it's not just unfortunate for them. And of course, the bot ended up buying back for the same amount of money. Ended up buying, getting another 2,000 Hex for their business. But that's what pushed the price down on the liquidity pool there. But we're basically back at 13.14 cents there on the Hex. Nice. And what else on Hedron there? You can see the whale that we had sold earlier 4 hours ago. 1.6 million Hex sold earlier on that one. That was the bot there. And of course the Hedron there holding up at 1862. The low so far, this was 5 hours ago, was 17.17. So that's the low for the Hedron price. And of course, that's kind of hit the target that I said, right? I said 1,700 to 2,000. I'm not sure if we've got AK in the chat here. He watches Hedron pretty closely, but that kind of hit the 1,700 target. And so, yeah, that should hold up there unless it decides to do, an 85% pullback, which is kind of 1,400 and then 1,000 would be an 85% pullback. So at 78.6, it's just busted past that, which was 2,000. And down at 17.17. So far, that's kind of hit that bearish scenario. But of course, I would say it's in a good dollar cost average range at this stage for Hedron. So yeah, let's have a look at the daily on Hedron and pull it up. We're going to go back to the PulseCon. We're going to scroll that down and pull it over. Yeah, so we're holding up kind of, this is where it is. So you can see on the Fibonacci there. I'll just pull this down. You can see the Fibonacci was 2,000 for 78.6 pullback, and we just broke down. Typically, you always go just below it. That's why I said the 1,700 mark, and we've hit that. We've hit that now. So is the bottom in, or are we going to go and do an 85% pullback? And that's not unreasonable given the fact that we had a 12x return there as well. So still finding discovery, but good chance that this is the bottom. But like I say, if it decides to do an 85% pullback, then it's in play. We saw Hex do an 82% pullback. Hex did 82%. And of course, we go to the daily on the Hex price. We can see that Hex is, I think it's 73% now, approximately. Let's get rid of all that stuff and get the actual high there and go to the low. We were down. Our maximum decrease is 82%. And of course, that was a bot trade that helped us get there. We're currently down just under 75% down at the moment. So not 82%, 75, not as bad as we were for sure. But doesn't this look like the SHIB chart? This looks so like the SHIB chart. Look, the SHIB chart. Look at this. Here's the SHIB chart here. with the bigger one and then the smaller one there, and look at the hex chart. Looks just like that. The bigger one and a medium one, and then the smaller one, something like that. So cool. Anyway, it's a bit of fun. But anyway, that's how we're going. At the moment, of course, the other thing, of course, is Hex at the moment is paying out. That's been so good lately. We have been getting over 6 Hex a day, and today's no different. Another 2.3 million, like the good accounting penalties as well. We've got out here, yeah. So good accounting penalties. We just keep earning the old Hex. Nice. So good on that one. Let us jump back to the PulseCon tickets. 20 minutes to go for the early bird is gone. 20 minutes, folks. Go buy Briz, lol. Maybe you could be a guest, Briz. Yeah, that's true. We'll see if Brizology's bought a ticket. So we've got one person, Crypto Compassion, that's got a ticket to PulseCon. So it's congratulations to Crypto Compassion. And we've got 20 minutes left for the early bird disappear. So cool. Actually, who else is in here that was here? Lewis Hex. You're going to PulseCon. I'm pretty sure that's good. That's for sure. It's now in the house there. Nice. All right. So we're counting that down, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We're up to an hour and 10 minutes. Pretty good. We're going to go for an hour and a half because we're going to go till the early bird finishes. What do you guys reckon? We'll go for another 20 minutes for the early bird that's going. It's currently what time here? 6:10 p.m. So we're going to go to 6:30 p.m. in New Zealand, and it is April the 11th, Monday, here already. So yeah, first day of the week. So says I don't want to be on stage at all, says Brizology. Hey, you'd be so good on the big theater. I mean, this place is pumping on there. So if we go up the top here, bottom here, let's have a look through the building actually. This building here. Let's have a look a bit more through. We might be able to see the facilities. It's got the rooms. I thought we might be able to see. Look at this. Oh, okay, so it's got different parts. The Hilton Tower has got these rooms, and then the Conrad Tower has these rooms. Wow, the Conrad Tower. Wow, that's pretty nice. You got the drive-through. You got the valet. So I'm not really used to a valet. Don't know if I've ever experienced a valet service. I know it's just someone picking your car up, but it's kind of cool. And they've got valet service there. I know the Americans have a strong use of valet services, so it's pretty cool. Look at the cool lighting on the roof there, in the ceiling. Sorry, I should say. Pretty nice. I bet it's got a nice feel at night. The Crockfoots. There must be different areas of this. Look at the pool. Man, oh man, that looks so good. That looks so good. I could hang out there for a little while, that's for sure. Get cocktails by the pool, sit back down, relax. That'd be pretty nice. And a big nice swim there. Very cool. Man, it's pretty nice there. Look at this. This is real. It's got the pulse colors there. Pulse colors. Nice. Look at that fancy bathrooms, man. That's pretty crazy stuff there. And here's the front door. It's funny having the red. It's got the red exterior there and so forth. Interesting. But look at the cool coffee area, I guess, in the lounge there. Look at the bar. Look at the bar. Man, goodness. Let's look at the bar here. You can see the bar there. That's pretty awesome. That's let me just scroll that bar up. That's pretty nice. I can see a lot of fun happening in the bar there. I can't actually make it bigger, but that's the bar. It looks pretty cool. So nice there. What else we got going on there? Some pretty impressive views. So that was that. I think that's the end. I was hoping that they'd have the conference rooms, but maybe you have to go to the things. We've got speakers on at the moment. We've got obviously we've got the keynote speaker Richard Hart himself, and he's actually not going to be there physically. He's going to be doing a digital one. But hey, this keeps growing and growing. It's going to be so good. So nice. I think what are the other ones that we voted for? We voted for Shiba. We voted for Link, and I've just forgotten the last one that we voted for on our poll. I don't know why I've forgotten that, but we have. I have. It's now. I'm going to drive up there and try and scalp a ticket. It says it's now. That would be hilarious. So how far a drive would that be? It's now for you to get there. Let me know. I think you're in. Were you in California? I think you're in California. Early bird. Go, says Brizology. Yeah, 15 minutes to go, folks, for early bird, the PulseCon tickets. And of course, don't forget the 15% 15% code that you've got. Let me just refresh that. I think it's SHIB 15, or you can use this one, which is on here, code Pulsify. Yeah, Pulsify, that's what you were talking about. I just realized that's what Lewis was talking about. Pulsify is the code. Yeah. So Pulsify there, 15% off. That's a pretty big deal on the tickets there. Cool. And there's nice stuff happening on there. Yes. Okay. Cool. Become a sponsor. I wonder what that is. It's sponsor involved. Become a speaker. Become a sponsor. Become a exhibitor. Pathology says room shares. Yeah, room shares. I bet there'll be a few of those there, Pathology. I want to go. Woo-hoo-hoo. Francis says, yeah. I think we all probably would like to go there ideally. Now, there's going to be a maximum capacity of 3,000, which is pretty massive. I'll be the guy on the couch, says Nana. Yeah, that's true. In the lobby, that is. Yeah, I like sitting. It's always kind of cool sitting at the lobby, and like just chatting about, I don't know, anything, and then just having some drinks come up, some fine little cool food, little nibbles. I'll be in the live chat. Yeah, that's true. 5 hours. Woo-hoo. Oh, okay, 5 hours from Phoenix. Okay, cool. Phoenix, Arizona. Is it Phoenix, Arizona? Am I right? I'm just trying to remember. I've watched so many movies that we get to know all these things. Hopefully I'm right about that. Otherwise, I've been watching the wrong movies. 40 minutes to go to all your early bird tickets go. What else we got going there? The presenter says, yeah, and it now says correct. Yeah, so Phoenix, Arizona. Arizona is like it's a cowboy state, right? It's got beautiful roaming hills and rivers and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it's not one of the desert cowboy states. They're kind of the ones more south, are they? I don't know. Could be wrong about that too. Or they're in the middle. I'm not sure. I'm going to remember myself. Yeah, Arizona would be excellent, awesome. Arizona would be an amazing place to go. What's the state with where is it the Yeti? Or not the Yeti, that's up north. The Sasquatch, is it? There's a state that they see lots of Sasquatch sightings or something. That's over on that's on the west coast somewhere. One of the beautiful states, like probably the most beautiful state in America, I think. I think it's Sasquatch. It's awesome here, says it's down there. It sounds like it for sure. Lots of guns in Arizona, says Prasadi. Yeah, well, you probably need it to stay safe these days. More south of Mexico, says, yeah, more south towards Mexico, the deserty areas. On this, oh, this is live, says PulseX. Yeah, it's live. We're live. We're not. It's not pre-recorded. This is the real thing. And let me just. Yeah, that's real. It's live. That's right. Washington State. I just realized I just read what you said too. That's got to be live, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to read that this is live. Washington State, says Prasadi. Is it Washington State? Let me pull up a map of United States. United States map. Let's pull that up. What map should we get? Something nice. Maybe this map. We need a map that's got the actual. I'll use this map, and hopefully it's going to have. We've got to have the grass. Where's the grass? Let's get the layers here. Boom. That's going to be good. Can we zoom in? Nice. So Arizona. That is somewhere here. We got Arizona. Oh, it is down here. So Arizona. Yep. Okay. Phoenix. There we are. Phoenix. Cool. And we've got Las Vegas. This is where the PulseCon is going to be. I'm thinking is, oh, I think you're right. Actually, Washington State. I think you might be right about that. There, now that I look at it, mythology. I was thinking kind of Idaho. I kind of feel like Idaho, yeah. I guess it is Washington. Okay, cool. I just remember there was like Sasquatches up this way somewhere. Maybe Washington State is the place. That used to find it. Is it Colorado? Looks pretty nice too. A lot of the cool grass there. Anyway, let's jump into Las Vegas here. Bam! This is Las Vegas, and where is? Let's have a look here. Where is the? Trying to think where the actual building is on there. So you got the main strip, I think, in here. Cool. Anyway, we don't have to go much further than there. But anyway, that's cool. We've got 10 minutes to go, folks, for the tickets. Bigfoot, yes, is Brazil. Yeah, Bigfoot, that's the one. Bigfoot, lol. Washington and Oregon for the Bigfoot. All right, Washington and Oregon, cool. All right, well, I think we confirmed that one. Nice. Top left corner of the United States. Yeah. Hexologist is the only Bigfoot in Idaho, says Brazil. That's pretty funny, man. Yeah. CryptoPay says, man, am I the only one that works from 9 to 5? Let's go, Hex. Yeah, let's go, Hex. CryptoPay, absolutely. Sasquatchian is where all the Sasquatches are, lol. I bet they are. The other thing is, I would love to. They just seem to keep having sightings in those particular states, so it makes you wonder, Makes you wonder. I thought they used to have sightings up near the Great Lakes as well, up near the Canada border, US-Canada border. They had sightings up there. They seem to just have regular sightings, like some good ones, not like just fancy land. But they always make out the Sasquatch or whatever that they are intentionally trying to avoid, which would make sense, I guess, if they thought that they were wary of humans. That might be the case. It was pretty fascinating. Anyways, it's one of those fun things. It has some sense of may happen, but maybe not. Yeah. George says Bigfoot stories always gives me the creeps. Says Brazil. Yeah. Aussie Kiwi PulseX conference one day, possibly Jonathan. Possibly. It's definitely a possibility. 8 minutes. We're counting down, folks. Early bird tickets about to go on PulseCon, and of course after that there's still a long way to go, though. 148 days till PulseCon, so a long way to go still. We're counting it down. Like I say, on the 15th, I think we're going to have T-Money on this live stream doing a full brief down. Hopefully we'll get one or two little insights and some early information. I know that T-Money's been on a few other channels giving out the latest news on those. So hopefully we'll get the latest news on ours, and maybe it will be something huge like Shiba news today was big, and hopefully we'll get something big on the live stream too. Yeah, why not? Something fun. I think PulseCon's going to be awesome. Now, obviously, up to 3,000 people. That'd be amazing getting up to that. So these guys have done some terrific marketing. This is really, the website is fantastic on here. I really love the website. I think it's so cool. That really is fun website there. Nice silver, gold, platinum, VIP. Those are the tickets. And we got 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes. Let's magnify that. Bam. 7 minutes. Make that clock a bit bigger. That's the venue too. Looks pretty fancy. Cool. The other thing is, what else? Finbear says, what if Bigfoot is born out of focus? Possibly there, Finbear. Possibly. That's funny. It's just the way it goes. Just the way it goes, I guess. Hey, I think it's definitely possible. Well, in New Zealand, we have our sightings are not our sightings. We have the biggest bird that existed in the modern age. I think it was, maybe the way of phrasing it. We had the moa. It was ginormous, big bird, and it may have been the biggest bird of all time, actually. But anyway, it was ginormous. So we had, I think there was about 16 species. So some of them are small, some of them are big, something like that. But people, last sighting of that, I think was like 50 years ago, maybe something like that. But hey, you never know. I think we had a picture in the 90s or something. Someone saw something on a camera that looked very, very promising, but they're always blurred. The camera's always super blurred, and it's like, that's not helpful. Besides, says the Hilton you see at the top of the page has a huge ad space on the side of the hotel. That's not photoshopped. They want a hex ad there one day. Well, there might be one there. You're talking about this one here on the right. You might be, was it this, the visual here? Is this like a visual that we're referring to? Is it like some sort of digital visual? I know that they have that in New York Times Squares. Remember we had the Hexkin transformer, whatever it was. I think that was real. That looked pretty amazing. That'd be epic, eh? Man, you can't miss that for sure. Josie says, yeah, it's a huge LED screen. Yeah, it looks impressive, man. You couldn't miss that out there too. What's the cool thing about Las Vegas? It's basically a city born out of the desert, right? I guess that's true for most of the cities in America, but definitely it was just probably the last big city, I would have thought, at least one of the last big cities. The cool thing about America is that it's so big, and you got all these little what do you call them? Little what are they called? Little little towns, and they got so many little towns that must be really crazy, especially if you're born in one of those little towns and you got to move around some of the big cities. It would be pretty intimidating, I would have thought. I heard that only 5% of Americans have ever traveled outside of America. That's what I heard. That was a while ago now, maybe 10 years ago, something like that. But yeah, 5% only ever traveled outside of America, because America's got 50 states. You can go to so many different places. That's probably not surprising. It's now says, was your big bird yellow, about 6 foot tall? You're friends with Oscar the Grouch? No, it wasn't. That's pretty funny. You're talking about Big Bird off Sesame Street. I'm pretty sure that's what you're just going there. America is very culturally diverse. It is. But I was just thinking about how many actually travel outside of America. Yeah, pretty not. Cool. We're up to the fight. How we're counting down. 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go for early bird tickets to finish. Yeah, we've got at least one, maybe two people. I think 2 people in the chat that are going Crypto Compassion. I'm pretty sure that. Yeah, pretty sure that's the case. Yeah, so if you're in the SHIB community, you're watching this video after the live stream. Yeah, PulseCon is going to be the place to be. And of course, going to have the chairman, or the Asian chairman, is going to be there. So it's a pretty big deal for that. Let's go back to the prices here. $555 for silver, $955 for gold, $755 for platinum, $5,555 for VIP. That seems like pretty good value. I don't know. Let me know what it is compares to a lot of conferences in the United States. It seems to have pretty good value. It's got food and beverage included. That's probably a pretty good thing there. So it probably adds in a bit of money there, especially if it's all you can eat buffets. I don't know how they do the food there. Oh, Stephen's going to PulseCon too. Oh, awesome, Stephen. I'm going to PulseCon. So that's at least probably 3 people in the chat going to PulseCon. There's probably many of us in the chat that wish we were going to PulseCon. So we'll see. It's an outside chance that I'll be going, but we'll just see how things play out. We have certain restrictions in our country, so we'll see. Have we actually got? I'm just trying to think who's in the chat there. Oh, let's post some. I'm going to post some. Let's post PulseChain. We've got Shiba, PulseChain, Shiba, PulseChain. If you're a Hex Token channel member, post some emojis in the chat. Let's liven that chat up with some emojis. We've got the PulseChain Shiba emoji. So yeah, I switched out the Superman emoji for the Shiba one for today's special live stream, and that's kind of going to be the wild card one, I think. We'll swap out emoji number 10. So we'll play around with that. There we are, looking good. Actually, the Shiba one does look pretty good with the red background, I must say. It looks pretty nice with that. Woohoo! Stephen says, yeah, absolutely. You're going to have a blast, Stephen. I reckon you're going to have, it's going to be a really memorable conference and an exhibition as well. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So congratulations for going there. It's now in the house. Woohoo! With the emojis looking good there too. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. I love our 10 emojis that we've got at the moment. And of course, the Superman one is interchangeable there. We'll post some of those. Bam. We've got all these other emojis too. I'll post those. Bam. There's our 10 emojis, folks. Very cool. Custom emojis. Who was it? Was it Sandy or someone else saying that it was really cool to see that? All the custom emojis. I think they were in another chat, I think, possibly. And they were in there. You get the tickets here. Counting down. 1 minute to go. Woohoo! 1 minute to go for early bird tickets. Let's see what happens when it finishes. It's going to go to 0. I don't know. Let's see what happens to the homepage. The homepage says that you get early tickets. We've got almost 1 minute to go. Let's go up to the front page. Let's refresh this. You're down to 1 minute now for the early bird ticket. I can't believe that we're just live streaming at this particular time. Early bird ticket ends soon. Let's see if this actually is coded to trigger or not. Just the way it goes. Hey, nice emojis there. Now 40 seconds to go for early bird tickets. Stephen doesn't care. Stephen has got the tickets. Got the early bird tickets. Crypto Compassion's got the early tickets. And I'm pretty sure that Lewis is going. I think pretty sure Lewis, you work with Team Money. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that. Let me know, Lewis. We've got the massive rockets coming from. It's now. On there. 11 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep, 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 beep. It's over. Early bird's over. I thought it was going to do negative. It didn't do negative, but hey, it's over. Early bird's over. Let's refresh the page. We'll give it a couple of seconds to reset. Let's see if it does anything. Early bird tickets is over. So we've got 148 days, 17 hours, and 29 minutes to go until PulseCon is live. And of course, there should be a lot of new other speakers going as well. Let's refresh the homepage. Early bird ticket ends soon. Well, we saw that it's actually over now. We'll refresh this and see what it does. Is it gone? No, it's still there. Whee! What happened to the coder? The coder's got to get this automated. But anyway, they'll probably just reset it later on, is my guess. If they remember to turn it off, they've checked there. But there we are. We saw it live, folks. The end of the early bird. That's one of the highlights of today's live stream. In addition to the the SHIB community coming onto PulseChain, that's a pretty big deal. All right, cool. All right, we're up to an hour 30 minutes, folks. We're going to wrap up the live stream here. Let's have a look here. Let's see if the price is updated. Yeah, let's do that. I'll refresh one more time. Let's see if the prices have updated. And I was going to do that too. Good reminder there, Brazolji. Brazolji says they pull that rug. Says it's now. Yeah. See if the price is updated. Let's go down and see. Let's see how that goes. Tickets. No, they're still the same. Maybe they'll update them later. Who knows? But that's what the tickets are. Not updated at this stage. So otherwise, fantastic website. Fantastic website. All right, we're going to wrap it up, folks. Let's hit the out there. We're going to have a look at the hex prices quickly. $12.99, so basically 13 cents. We've got Hedron at 18.76, and that's the way we go. I don't know if we've got anything for Richard. Let's have a quick look at Richard's channel. See if he's got something before we go. How many times have I checked Richard's channel and on Twitter, and he's got something cool in there. Do you have an 8K TV? Says 11 minutes there. 12 minutes ago, lol, missing the interviewer. It's just my feed. I have an 8K TV. Try my last stream. So cool. That's it from Richard. All right. Brazil says, damn, web devs. Yeah. Richard is right about paying for stuff that doesn't get done. That's true. Word. All right, cool. Hey, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. To all the SHIB community, find out as much as you can about your PulseChain airdrop. It's really, really cool. And I will catch you soon. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys tomorrow. There we are. All right. Bye for now. Take care. Smash out the emojis on the way up. You know how we roll. It's just the way we roll there. So we're going to smash out a few SHIBs there. A few SHIBs, a few Hex Token channel ones there. Boom. And a few, let's put on a few PulseChain ones there. A couple of rockets. That's how we go. Bam. Nice. Great stream. It's now a pleasure. Always great to have you on the chat there, Foreman. And of course, thanks. Take care. Says Lice Beneath. Very nice. All right. Bye for now. Take care. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. George says, thanks for the stream. Nice. All right. Now I'm going to end the stream there. Cool. Bye for now.